too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things. I bring them things. I bring them things. I bring them things. Man, you don't want.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Cowboys coming in at 5-1, going up against the Buccaneers, who come in at 3-3.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to Talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Looking to throw. Prescott forced out to his left. And some room to work. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Running with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This from 42 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Jameis now on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... Second down, Winston. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Rashid Hagman coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen. Usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3. Those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a second down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, here's the run with Martin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On second down, Martin. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down. Winston from the gun on third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DVs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Jameis to throw it. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Jameis on second down. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. They'll throw again. Winston. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second down following the run. Prescott. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On third down, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw this time. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3. And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield? Let's find out what they have dialed up. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one. No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing. Winston.
another one thrown incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. Prescott looks to throw on first. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Prescott down. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. Prescott to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there. And you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Man, if you're on the plus side of 30, you all know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. They'll run again with Blount. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. with a play clock almost to 0. Dirk Cutter's going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum, but they force them into a likely punting situation.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Spins past it. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that, and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well,
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 88 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Being chased out left, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Another carry tonight for the workhorse, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the counter, Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter.
Play clock winding down. Again, it's Elliott. That's That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run with Darquan. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run again now with Darquan. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be...
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's Darquan. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. On the run, Darquan. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll begin here with Blunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down, Winston. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. Screen pass to Blunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now a carry for Blunt. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Winston. a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Goes underneath to Martin. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. The first carry here for Jaquiz Rogers. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Ready. Blue ready. Bus formation. Bus formation. Come on, boys. Come on. Get high, baby. Get up. Let's go. Do it.
They'll come out in the pistol. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. To throw, Winston. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.